Welcome to the fascinating world of the Eisenbahnbetriebsfeld Darmstadt, or EBD, a unique model railway facility that brings the intricacies of real-world railway operations to life. This is a collaborative project between the Akademische Arbeitskreis Schienenverkehr, DB Training, Learning and Consulting, and the Institute for Railway Systems and Technology at the Technical University of Darmstadt. Today, we'll take you through the highlights of this remarkable facility and its annual Open Day, giving you a glimpse into the technology, operations, and educational value of this one-of-a-kind setup. The event took place on Saturday, June 28, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., when the EBD opened its doors to the public for its annual Open Day. This free event is a fantastic opportunity to explore the heart of railway operations in a highly detailed model environment. Visitors can roam the 500 square meter facility, observe the bustling model railway in action, and even peek over the shoulders of the operators, known as dispatchers, as they manage the intricate network. The EBD will be in full swing, with up to 18 dispatchers and switch operators controlling the system, mimicking real railway operations. The day isn't just about watching trains. There's a packed program of guided tours, informative talks, and refreshments to keep you engaged. Whether you're a railway enthusiast or just curious, this event offers a unique look at the technology and teamwork behind rail transport.
Ja, ein bisschen windiger noch. Wind noch dazu.
Lecture on the Basics of Railway Operation. This is Lars. I'm Jakob. We'll share the lecture and tell you a few things now so you have a bit of a basic understanding of what will be shown over there at the signal boxes. Our overview of the topics. First, we'll briefly explain where we are and who the key players are. Then we'll make a small comparison between road traffic and railways. We'll explain the principles for safe train travel and other aspects that ensure the very high level of safety we have on railways. Yes, we have a lot of visitors today, more than we expected. We couldn't have predicted that. At the last lecture, we still had some free space. We might have to increase the number a bit next year, but we only need about half an hour, so I think it should be manageable. If you have any questions, feel free to point them out during the lecture, but for more detailed information, please do so at the end. So, let's get started. Exactly. The Railway Operations Field in Darmstadt is a cooperative project between the Technical University here in the city, DB Training, Deutsche Bahn, and the AK Bahn, German Railway Working Group. This is the academic working group for rail transport. It's an association of which we are both members, and it's also managed on a voluntary basis by the members. Yes, the railway operations field is used both in training and teaching. That means there are students here who are trained in how railway operations work in practice. Aside from the lectures, yes, the theory, here you can experience and test it practically. And it's also used for the training of signal managers, the people who operate the signal boxes out on the real railway, or for dispatchers or managers of railway companies, e.g. Deutsche Bahn, so that they can gain a bit of an understanding of the system, something you can't learn so easily in an office. Exactly, the AK Bahn. So the club we're members of specifically is responsible for the construction and maintenance of the system. So everything here was built by the club members and is regularly maintained because so many technical components always require a bit of attention. For example, vacuuming has to be done regularly to ensure that all the tracks, the electronic contacts, and the switches continue to function. A lot of dirt builds up over time, so that needs to be taken care of too. Exactly. And the club members also support the TU, for example, or Deutsche Bahn when events are held here, so that everyone is adequately briefed here in public. So, let's move on to our little comparison between road traffic and railways. I've brought a picture with me, and I'd like to ask the group, what does this traffic sign mean? That rail traffic has priority, right? Exactly. And why does rail traffic have priority and not road traffic? Yes, exactly. This gentleman is right. So, the railway has a much longer braking distance than a car. That's why it has priority when the two modes of transport meet. On the road, we have rubber tires on asphalt. There we have very good friction, very good grip. This is good for a short braking distance and also for good acceleration. On the rails, on the other hand, we have steel wheels on steel rails, and there the friction is not as high. This is why the braking distance is very long. So, for modern trains, we're talking roughly 1,000 meters when they brake from 160 kilometers per hour to 0. That's quite remarkable. The other way around, of course, is also an advantage, because the low friction means that railway transport can also operate with very little energy compared to cars, making it very environmentally friendly. When choosing a direction, drivers in cars can simply decide for themselves whether they want to drive straight ahead, left, or right. They simply have to position the steering wheel correctly. This isn't possible with railway transport. So the train driver, who sits at the front of the train, can't decide where to go. Instead, he goes in the direction the person in the signal box has set the points. Yes, so that means it's controlled externally. At the core of the EBD is its impressive model railway, a scaled-down replica of a real rail network spanning roughly 135 kilometers of track, equivalent to about 1,000 meters of model track in HO scale, 1 to 87. This network includes a 57-kilometer double-track main line, with some sections expanding to 3 or 4 tracks, forming a ring that winds through the facility. There's also a 20-kilometer single-track branch line with crossing stations, plus shorter spur and connecting lines. The layout isn't just a simple loop. Tracks run on multiple levels, including tunnels, to maximize realism and operational complexity. This setup ensures that operators can't immediately spot their trains, forcing them to rely on signals and controls just like in real railway operations. The EBD doesn't focus on scenic landscapes like traditional model railways. Instead, it prioritizes operational authenticity. Tracks are laid on neutral boards, and stations are represented with minimalistic elements like gray platform blocks, keeping the focus on the operational dynamics. However, for specific training scenarios, modular landscape elements can be added to simulate real-world conditions, such as a hazardous material incident. The EBD replicates a wide range of railway operations, with 17 stations, junctions, and passing loops, all designed to mirror real-world rail infrastructure. You'll find everything from large marshalling yards with hump facilities to a tram section and even a cross-border line to France, showcasing different operational protocols. There's also a ferry terminal with a movable ship model to simulate rail ferry operations, complete with challenges like delayed arrivals due to bad weather. These features allow the EBD to recreate diverse scenarios, from managing busy main lines to handling international rail logistics. The facility uses various types of signal boxes, or Stellwerke, ranging from old-school mechanical systems to cutting-edge electronic ones. This variety lets trainees experience the evolution of railway control technology. For example, mechanical signal boxes require operators to manually adjust levers, while electronic systems allow centralized control from a dispatch center. The EBD can be operated by just 2 dispatchers using electronic signal boxes, or up to 18 operators spread across individual stations, depending on the training scenario. This flexibility makes it an ideal platform for teaching both modern and historical railway operations. The EBD's model railway is a technological marvel. Built in HO scale, it uses modified Markland K tracks for realistic signal detection, with over 400 switches and custom-designed switch locks. The system is digitally controlled using an IntelliBox central unit, which sends signals to locomotives equipped with decoders. These decoders allow precise control of train speeds, ensuring realistic operations. The rolling stock, mostly off-the-shelf models, is customized with uniform couplers and power buffers to prevent unwanted stops during slow-speed operations. The layout is divided into 1,400 track sections for precise train tracking, and a custom software system manages everything from train movements to signal settings. The EBD's control system is modular, with a central database collecting real-time data from track sensors and switch positions. This data is shared with various software applications, including virtual signal boxes and dispatch systems, creating a seamless and realistic operating environment. For training, the system can simulate disruptions, like signal failures or delayed trains, challenging operators to make quick decisions to keep the network running smoothly. The EBD is more than just a model railway. It's a state-of-the-art training facility for railway professionals. Up to 25 people can train simultaneously across 9 dispatcher workstations and 17 signal box positions. Each workstation is equipped with multiple monitors, VoIP phones, and specialized software that mirrors real-world railway systems, such as DB Nets's Midas N dispatch system. These tools provide real-time data on train positions, schedules, and operational status, helping trainees make informed decisions. The facility supports a range of training scenarios, from managing high-traffic main lines to handling disruptions like late trains or equipment failures. Software applications like the Vehicle Disposition Program and Personnel Disposition Program allow trainees to coordinate rolling stock and crew schedules, while digital command forms streamline communication during irregular operations. The EBD also includes 4 announcer workstations for practicing customer communication, such as informing passengers about delays or reroutes. The EBD is a unique blend of technology, education, and realism. It's not just a playground for model train enthusiasts, it's a critical tool for training the next generation of railway professionals. By simulating real-world challenges in a controlled environment, it helps operators hone their skills in managing complex rail networks safely and efficiently. The facility's ability to replicate different signal box technologies and operational scenarios makes it a valuable resource for both academic research and professional training. If you're intrigued by the world of railways, the EBD's Open Day is your chance to see this incredible facility in action. From watching trains navigate a complex network to learning about the technology that keeps railways running, there's something for everyone. For more details, check out the EBD's website or related resources like stellwerke.de for a deeper dive into signal box technology. We are happy to demonstrate you the fascinating world of railway operations at the Eisenbahnbetriebsfeld Darmstadt. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the EBD. Whether you're a railway buff or new to the scene, we're sure you'll find something to marvel at. See you again at the next Open Day. Now count the rail cars of this freight train and watch the bonus slides at the end of this clip.